Hey. Hello, good morning. So surprise, I have guests.
Unplanned. Better with friends.
Yeah, it is. I thought this would be great. Thanks for agreeing to last minute join me. I think this will be fun. So, this morning my kids are at school physically and I have things I needed to get done, and I thought, let's do productivity sprints so I can talk to people in between getting things done. So
it's always good motivation.
Yeah. So hopefully we can get them things done. I'm like waiting.
I know my ad's running, and then I'll be able to tell you.
Okay.
There it goes.
Great.
We are up.
Okay. Awesome. Cool. So people can see. Good. All right. So I feel like we'll talk for a few minutes and then do our first sprint, see what we get done. If you guys want to introduce yourselves to people who may be watching and don't know you.
Hi, I'm Izzy.
I will finish my cheese stick.
From Happy for Now while Bethany eats. Mainly a romance channel. Bethany's on my channel Saturday. I don't know if you joined that for reading. So this will be fun. I'm going to be editing a video for tomorrow, I think, if I like it. Otherwise, I have to refilm it. So that's always the fun party, determining if I like it or not.
Awesome.
Nice. Well, I'm Jen from the Book Refuge, as my name says. And it's funny that this is a productivity sprint because I paused my work today to do book stuff. So, changing the productivity head, where we're going. But I was like, yeah, I'll do this. This sounds great. Work can wait.
Awesome. Thanks for joining me. That's more fun. We've got a few people here. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Isabella. Oh, fun. Yeah, good luck with the COVID test.
That's okay.
They're testing a lot. She's in college, and so they're testing them frequently.
I was like, no. I see COVID test now, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Bad news.
So, I have videos I need to edit. I have a vlog I've been working on for a while that's going up Saturday. So I have my last clips that I need to add into that and get that ready to go up. So I'm probably going to be working on that. And then, I don't know, I have a lot of things to do always. So get some stuff done. Hello.
I mean, are you even a booktuber if you don't have a backlog? I feel like
seriously, there's
Instagram and everything else.
Yeah, there's so many little things, housekeeping stuff. Hello. Hi. From the UK. This is part of why I wanted to do it too, is I know a lot of times my live streams are at night. And so I thought I would do something in the morning so people in other parts of the world could potentially join in.
Right.
Yeah, twice a week. That's a lot. So let me know in the comments what you guys are going to be working on. And if you're new to these, the way this works is we'll chat for a few minutes. I'll do probably 20-minute sprints. So we'll put on a timer. We'll work on our things quietly for 20 minutes, and then we'll come back together and talk for a few minutes and then do it again. So I had people popping in my first reading sprint where people were like, what are you doing? You just watch her read?
We get those every week in the Tuesday night ones. So
people still don't know after 8 months of it, but
yeah.
It's good if people finding us if they don't know.
Yeah. No, it's great. Yeah. So
yep.
Awesome. Yeah. Yay. Hi, Laura.
I'm going to be awkward because I need to, it's Tuesday, so it's release day. So I need to take some Instagram photos. So the view of me may get interesting when I but I was like, I'll just put my computer over here and take all my pictures. So
that works. Awesome. I love it. I really should take some more Instagram photos soon. I get lazy about my Instagram. I'm good with my stories, but my photos are very...
What is Instagram? I only do stories. I never post.
I just get disheartened because so many people's their whole aesthetic on theirs is so beautiful, and I'm like, mine are just so random, and then there's a random selfie in there because it's still my personal one too. But I mean, I don't know. A lot of people find us just through Instagram, so I try to.
I want to up my game the new year, but I'm never going to be the aesthetic of Instagram. No. It's not happening.
I try sometimes if I feel like it, but I don't feel like I have to do anything, basically. Okay, right. Tara is doing uni work.
Nice.
Awesome. Rachel, listening to Never Tilting World and folding laundry sounds like a good morning.
No.
Work later, back hurts because all the books because you work at a bookstore. Fun.
Yes.
The problems they have.
But you get the cool perks of a bookstore job.
True.
Yes, that is very true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's see. It is 10:20. Let's go ahead and start a first sprint. Maybe I'll just do a comment. I saw how you did this last time, Izzy, and I liked it with the comment thing. So we'll do productivity sprints till 10:40, I guess. And if you want to read or whatever you're doing, and that's EST. So whatever your thing is. Oh, great book. Her Body and Other Parties. It's fantastic. Yeah, really good. Perfect for right now too. Okay, so here we go. Can we mute ourselves if we want? Everybody go ahead and go. Okay. Yay, 20 minutes. Ah, that was good. Hello. So we've got some new people.
That was good.
Yeah, I actually got a lot done. That was good.
Me too. I was surprised. I was like, oh,
yeah,
chucking through this.
Yeah, no, this was good. Okay, so let me get some of these other comments. Yeah, like I said, I'm really excited. I just got the email I got approved for the new Courtney Summers book, so that's exciting. Isabella said she's reading. Oh, you're reading that in November.
Fun,
cool.
fun.
I will not be reading it in November, but. Hi, Shay. Glad you caught up with this. Catching up on social media presence this morning. Yeah, I mean, this is what it is. Answering comments. Yeah.
The real realities of being a YouTuber is the sheer volume of comments and things you have to reply to.
It's true. Good morning. I try to like every few days do some, but it can be a lot. Okay, so somebody's, I guess, reading or writing.
I currently just like turned off the alerts when I got a comment on my phone because I was like, I can't have it in my brain. But I mean, I still check like 3 or 4 times a day just because I can. Like, I don't have anything else that grabs my attention. But I did have to turn it off just because I can't be that obsessed with it. And like,
no,
you know, some days I don't get any.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel bad about not getting any either. And then some days I get 50 of them because everyone wants to talk. So it goes both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some days it's just me spamming you with emojis.
Yeah, and sometimes it's one friend who comments every 5 minutes. So that was a good question in the Discord when someone asked, like, what things drive, you know, your analytics. And I'm like, it's so hard to tell, but I mostly spam like that just because it feels good as the creator when one of your friends, you can tell they watch the whole video because they comment all through.
Yeah.
And then I do the huge block ones where I just leave it open and comment all the way. And then I'm like, here's my 5 pages of like, they all feel good when you get them. So that's no purpose.
Yeah.
I only just hit the point where I had to turn off notifications.
Yes.
Like when I hit, like right as I was hitting 1K, I was like, nope, we got to do this now.
Yeah. I came up on Insta too, but I just turned that back on because a lot of people comment to me there, and then sometimes I don't see it for not comment, like they message me on there, and sometimes I don't see it for too long. So
good for you, Shay, trying to do it as you go. Yes. I mean, I will try with Instagram, but like, I don't know. It stresses me out actually to be constantly feel like I'm on call with YouTube comments. So like every couple days, I'll just batch respond.
I think I do like every morning or at the evening. I will get on the computer because I find it's easier on the computer to reply, and that's usually what I'll do is once a day. And then on an upload day, I'll probably check 3 times in that day, but otherwise, once a day I check. I also only look at my analytics twice a week now because I was getting obsessed.
I look at my analytics a lot.
I mean, okay, I take that back because I'm almost at only 1,000 hours left to be monetized, which I will say is the biggest benefit to slow and steady growth. Is I didn't hit 1,000 and have like 3,000 hours left because I have a huge backlog of videos. And it's benefiting me because now people are like my friends are playing those videos on repeat.
That's something I tried to share in my like behind the scenes stuff is like I'd been making videos for 2 years and I only had 350 hours left to go when I hit 1,000 because I make lots of long discussion videos and people have been watching those for so long that my friends like just spam channel a little bit, and it only took another 3 weeks and I hit that. So
I think in December.
Mine didn't take long either.
It's gonna be December. I'll hit it. So we'll see. I just was like, man, that's the only thing I check every day is I check where I'm at on monetization because when that notification hits, obviously I want to fill out the form.
Yes. Yeah. And I had like all of it done already because I just had done like some research, but also we bring this up, like it's not clear. Like they've gotten a little better by having videos by each thing, but I knew nothing about how to do it. And I just had to like okay, I'll send this form in. And I'm glad I did that ahead of time, because getting my number from like
it takes forever. Yeah, Izzy, you should do that early if you haven't yet. Have you done like get your AdSense thing set up? Because it takes a while, like weeks, for them to send it to you in the mail and everything, and you're not getting. And then you don't get credit for any of that time. So it's better to get it done early. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send that in here because I'm literally like at like 1,095 hours. I was like, this is wild.
We're so close.
I sent mine in around like tax time too. So I feel like that also delayed me, because I sent in to get my slip in like January. So probably not the most ideal time.
Yeah. Yeah. Whereas I'm kind of like, okay, when am I going to get to 10,000? That's like my next like big.
You're going to get there before you know it.
I know. It's exciting. Well, and I feel like that's a big turning point. 10K is like a big milestone. And then you have access to cool stuff, and
you get merch then, right? You can do the merch drop down.
Yeah, you can do merch. You can do well, once COVID is over, you also, because I live in New York where there's a YouTube Studios, you get 1 day a month where you can go in and film at YouTube Studios.
That's cool.
Wow.
Which is really cool. Yeah.
That's cool. 10,000 feels like a wild milestone currently.
Right. I mean, that's my goal of 2021. Which it feels so like above my head to like guess that. But I mean, I went from 1,000 to 4,000 within 9 months, whereas before it took 2 years to get to 1,000.
It's taken me about 2 years. I would say a year of steady work, because it was like a year ago, 2 years ago, this upcoming summer. So a year ago this summer, I like got serious and like really laid it all out and was like, let's do this.
And that's, I mean, you see how much I make. Like, I've made this many videos the entire time. Like, that's how much you're going to dedicate to it without getting paid back. But it just works. Like, again, it's still not a
You've got to put out the content to get the hours. That's the hard part. You have to have multiple videos a week if you want to hit those hours. Yeah.
Well, I've been like slow and steady growth for sure, because I've been doing this now for 3.5 years. Yeah. And the whole time I've put out at least 2 videos a week for 3.5 years. So
yeah, I think I started at 2 a week and then I've slowly up to 3 now. But it was like, I would miss some days here and there. And a lot of that's privated from like early on, because I had a co-host on my channel with me and she's since left. So I privated it so she wouldn't have like, you know, as the channel grows, I don't want people being like, what? And very confused.
Yeah.
Right. People go back and watch that shit if you leave it on there. I mean, not that it was shit. I just mean,
I know. No, they do. Somebody told me on Saturday, they were like, I've been going back and watching all of your videos. I'm actually doing a video. I started it as soon as I hit 1,000. I'm going to follow the journey like you did, Jen, for what my growth is post monetization.
Yeah,
cool.
To document it for like 6 months, because I'm curious, because I do feel like everybody gets this huge boost once monetized.
Yeah, well, which makes sense because YouTube is making money off of you now.
Yes, oh, totally. I just want to see it in action, so I was like, I'm going to document this.
Yeah,
we're going to have an interesting behind the scenes look.
Because I like looked up, like I started really looking at my analytics, and I'm like, okay, which creators do I match with? And I put them all in my tags. And so I know that if I'm like watching one of Bethany's videos, like I find myself like in the corner. If I'm watching Peace Love Books, how often when I go to her channel do I show up on the side? Like I want it to work so that if someone's watching her, I have it. And that's when I started making rec videos that like were the same, not the same recs as her. Like if she wrecked Mafia books, like do I have some Mafia recs that will come up?
I show up in your suggestion a lot, Jen.
That's smart.
We're a small woman community, so you gotta play that if you want to. Like you don't have to, but
no, it helps. Well, anything that's trending in general, like if you can kind of ride the wave of that, it's a good idea. So no, that's smart. That's so interesting. So what did you guys do while we were doing the productivity sprint? Also, congrats, Shay, on 3K.
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
so great.
It's such a good feeling to hit it early.
Right.
I started to edit the TBR, and I was a scattered mess because I didn't have my notes together when I filmed it. So I'm going to refilm it this afternoon. and re-edit, and I'll edit it. It'll take me, if I film it and edit, it takes me no time, so it'll be fine. But I then switched to my weekly vlog to make sure that I'm watching it through one last time for Thursday to make sure it's good.
Awesome.
Make sure there's nothing like glaringly wrong in it. Like, oh shit, I need to take that out. Although I have no filter, so you know the things I remember.
That is never what I do. Like. I never go back through for that. Like, I just try to cut out yawns. That's all that I do.
Wow.
They literally have a joke on my channel, like, it's the yawn watch. Like, do I not get the yawn cut out or not? Because when
I'm
I
gonna start commenting when I see the yawns, so you just giving me a new game.
I had someone early on who like just would bitch me out every time, and I was like, "Then don't watch me. I'm sorry that I stay up till 2 a.m. and read every day, people. I'm sorry if I yawn sometimes."
I don't pull out a ton. It's mostly like I try not to mention my spouse by name. I try to call them my partner because of just privacy. Like I don't want them. I don't know. I don't know that they care. I have weird feelings about it. I don't know how I feel about it. I'll watch for those things. And then I'll watch for like big ums and gaps, like huge gaps. Like I don't edit out every tiny gap, but like there's a moment where you're just like,
yeah.
And I'll snip that out. But that's about it. So it doesn't take me too long.
Vlogs take me a while to edit because I'm more picky about like what I include and like, and the thing is too is
sometimes you go off on like rambles for 5 minutes and
then nobody cares.
What are you talking about?
This is not relevant. Cut this out. Like, or I said something wrong and I'm like, oh, that was incorrect information or like whatever. So yeah. Oh, best of luck with that. That's awesome. Yawns, crazy long pauses and ums. Yes. Rachel, yes. Kids screaming in the back. Well, it's more like I'll start talking and then they're screaming and I'm like, okay, I'll wait till they stop screaming and then I'll start my sentence over again. So I have to cut that out.
Mine will be like the cat screaming in the background, but I usually just talk over it and wait to see if people that they hear the cat yelling.
Yep.
Jen, just have peace and quiet. You've got like
I do. None of those things happen to me, but I understand.
Or the dog barks. Like I have that sometimes too.
Yeah. So I finished my first pass through editing this vlog that's going up on the weekend. So yay. I need to add in like sound effects and some pictures and do kind of a final pass and stuff. So that's what I'm doing.
All that as I edit.
I do some of it, but like sound effects and stuff, like I prefer to do it later sometimes because I feel like it gets me out of the flow. Like I like I'll get in a flow of like how I'm doing it. And I don't know.
I see my flow is like the opposite of like I drop them in immediately. I'm like, I don't know. I do it all. I think it's interesting because everybody has a different process when it comes to how you put in all the extra bits. And I'm always just an as I go. I think I forget them otherwise. So I'm not gonna lie.
That's funny. I'll do it. I'll try to add in like if I'm doing a wrap up, like the book photo as I go, but some of the other stuff, like with a vlog, I'll kind of do it later. Yes, cats. Yeah, you have cats in your videos. Yep, it happens. Oh, okay. So how about at 10:55 we can do another sprint? Hopefully, let us know in the comments what you guys are going to be working on for. We'll do another 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to do links for this TBR video, I think.
Awesome.
This time, because that always takes forever.
Yeah. This time, I'm going to take some pictures. I was editing the stuff for the live tonight, so I was making
Yeah, I saw the tag. I got to post that to stories later.
Yes. So now I'm going to take a couple pictures. So
cool. Sounds good. Like waiting to see if anyone says anything in the comments. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to see if I can finish up this vlog. Yikes. Do either of you have good free software for Windows? I hear it's hard to find good software for Windows.
There's a graphic if you are on Twitter and you search for like Premiere, like Adobe alternatives, and it'll give you some, and there are free ones. I don't know. I personally hate them all. Which is why I have Premiere Pro. You can get Premiere Pro Student Edition on Amazon for $20 a month, though. It does not matter that you're not a student. Like, it does not ask you for verification, y'all. Like, you can just get it. I'm just saying.
Good to know. Yeah, I get that question sometimes. I'm like, oh, sorry, I use Apple. iMovie is great for a free one if you have Apple products. But yeah, Windows, I hear, is harder. Awesome. Yay. Finished book. Love it. Working. Also good. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad it came at a good time. We can keep you company while you get schoolwork done. Finish Goodreads reviews. Prep list for video. Awesome. Love it. Okay, somebody's recommending Filmora as something pretty cheap, so maybe check that out.
I think there's like Vegas. I'm trying to think of what Steph uses from Steph's Romance Book Talk before she got Premiere.
Yeah, I don't know. I
think it was Vegas or something is cheap. There's a couple that are pretty cheap that you can do. It just depends. I don't know. I've always been like, if I switch to Mac, I'll go to Final Cut, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I love Final Cut Pro, like since I've upgraded, but iMovie worked great for years.
I hate iMovie, so that's why I don't have a Mac. I have a PC, and I was like, I hate it. I can do so much more, because I can do all the stuff you can do in Final Cut and Premiere Pro, right? And you can do all of that necessarily in iMovie. There's some like finicky bits.
Okay, Shay uses Sony Vegas, so that might be the one you were talking about. Yay! COVID test is done. Nice. There you go. Okay, let's something else. Izzy, you mentioned working on links for a vid. You mean affiliated book links?
Oh yeah, so I do Amazon affiliate links, and then I also link to Goodreads for everything I mentioned in my videos in the comments. I do get money. The money I get from that though is actually for Romance Sparks Joy, the romance book group I help run. I share links with them because I don't make that much. As a whole, we make a good chunk of change in romance gift cards, like as a group between my links and theirs, but just my channel, I don't make that much overall.
Yeah, I just started adding them. And
it's the best thing, I'm telling you. We bring in, generally speaking, over $20 a month in gift cards.
Wow, that's amazing.
But, I mean, Romance Sparks Joy has almost 5,000 followers on Twitter.
Yeah, we
have a sizable. I think our Discord's at over 100 now.
That's great. Yeah, I've just been doing it for the last I don't know, month and a half maybe, and I think I have like $12. So I mean,
it takes time because the thing is there's no guarantee that people are clicking on your new ones and that they're not. It's adding them back is like near impossible. But
what's really funny to me though is looking at what people buy, because it's anything they buy after they click on your link, and sometimes it's like random stuff, which is really entertaining.
One of them recently was like a bunch of cat stuff, and then it was like clothing, and I was like, huh, okay.
Yeah. No, I've had mine up since like April, and I'm at like $55 in there, which they say it's supposed to be like $100 before they pay you out. And then Amazon, since they were changing things, they like paid you out for it. So
they pay. Well, now they'll pay you $10 if it's to a bank account.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do the gift card because we just reuse it to buy books for our giveaways. But I don't know. I might eventually have to split mine off into my own if it starts performing better. But I mean, it's not doing badly by any means.
I never mention them anymore because there's so many things I mention in my videos that I don't end up wanting to be like a commercial. You know what I mean? So I always have them in my link, but I feel
I don't mention it either.
Right. I don't remind people.
So you want it.
I just put it. Laura, if you want to support somebody and use an affiliated link, that would be great because you do get credit for anything you purchase within 24 hours clicking that link.
Yeah. So if you just click a link in somebody's thing and you buy something, they'll get like
even if it's like not books, like if you want to buy whatever.
Right. And it's like it's like it's fun to see like which of the books you recommend get bought. Like I've had 10 people buy Lordy and Mackenzie, which just makes my heart just like, oh my god, everyone buy this one.
Yeah. So I have so not as many people have bought it, but I've got a bunch of clicks on spoiler alert. Like one person bought it, but like a whole bunch of people have clicked it. So I'm like, oh, it's a good one.
I mean, ours are they're always weird.
Yeah. Isabella, I am liking Addie LaRue a lot. But it's like I have to pay closer attention to it, so it's harder to like listen anyway, so but yeah, I am liking it. So yeah, no problem. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll say we'll work until 11:20. Yay! Buying, yeah, spoiler alert's fantastic. Everybody should read it. It's great.
It's so good. I loved that book.
Yeah, everybody loved it practically, I think. Okay.
Right.
All right, work till 11:20, everybody. I'm gonna put this
All right.
on the screen. All right, let's go.
Angus.
Okay, and we are at time.
Yay.
Cool. Hello. How did everybody do?
I hate gathering lists. It's so tedious. But like if I do it now before I edit, it's way easier than after.
Yeah. I usually listen to an audiobook
That's
while I
fine.
do that, like do all my links.
I do too. Or I'll have like somebody's video playing on my other screen, and I've got to grab cover. I got to do all of the stuff right now, so I'm like, it takes extra long.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always do it while I'm working my regular job because I make a lot of phone calls. So while I'm waiting for someone to answer the phone, I'm just doing all that.
No, that makes sense.
That's when I do like editing too, because I've told this, like I edit on my phone, so I'll be like calling and editing the video, and then oops, someone answered, put down my phone, hi. So
yeah. Hi, people.
Right?
We've got
What am
people in
reading? I just
Yeah. Sorry if I didn't mute myself before I yelled at Angus. I totally thought I was muted.
Oh, it's okay. I muted you.
Of course, he decided to throw a fit as soon as we started our second sprint. I know. I realized you did, and I was like, "Shit, I wasn't muted."
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
He barks from downstairs. He's like, "Where are you, Mom?" I'm like, "There's two stories. If I'm not there, I'm obviously up."
Coffee is always a good choice. I feel like
I kind of want another latte today.
Yeah, almost done with math notes. Awesome. Looks like things are going well. Good. Caught up with reviews. List almost complete. Awesome. Hair and makeup. Hey, that's great. Perfect. I spent like a few minutes trying to figure out. I don't know what is going on. For some reason, my video intro clip doesn't have sound on the vlog I'm editing, but it works perfectly fine if I put it in a different file. So I don't know what is wrong with it. So I'm just going to upload it and see if it works and listen to it then. And then I don't know what's happening. So troubleshooting. Trying to figure out what's going on.
Issue.
It's a weird. I mean, things come up. It's fine. So I'm like almost done with this vlog, which will be like, I'm curious to see how it does too, actually, because it's a little different for me. It's watching movies. So
nice.
Yeah. But it's going up on Halloween because they're all like spooky movies that I had never seen before. So I watched like 4 iconic creepy movies and vlogged it.
That's fun. I like that. I think that's fun. It's book adjacent. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, at least a couple of them are based on books, I think.
You already do your book movie recommendations, so I feel like it makes sense.
That's
anyways. Like
That's
I feel
true.
like it ties into what you put out. So
hi, Darcy. Yeah, no, I think it'll be fun. Thanks. Yeah, hopefully it'll be fun. It was interesting. So yeah. Also, it's more. I usually don't watch that many movies. I've watched 4 this month. It's like probably as many movies as I've watched the whole rest of the year, practically.
I'm the same way. I don't watch a ton.
Don't watch them all.
Yeah.
This is the last thing I watched. I have to think.
Sure.
I think Emily in Paris was the last thing I watched. It was like 3 weeks ago. No. I watched
Florida this weekend.
While we were setting up my parents' anniversary party. We had Pride and Prejudice playing.
Nice.
So that's very romance forward. Good.
Yeah. That's perfect. Well, so one of the things I watched that I ended up liking better than I thought I would. It wasn't what I expected, but I watched The Craft. And The Craft Legacy, like the remake is about to come out. So I'm thinking I might also do a video like comparing the two of them now that I've seen the first one for the first time. So that should be interesting.
Nice.
Thanks, Rachel.
I'm excited for the thing I will be watching is The Crown comes out in a couple weeks. I love The Crown. Obsessed with it. I thought Olivia and Tobias Menzies did an amazing job taking over. Like they had to be because Matt and Claire Foy did so good. And I mean, damn, Tobias Menzies is just so good.
I need to finish that show. Actually, I liked what I watched of it. I just
Same.
I don't finish things, as we know. Like I don't finish series. I just let them linger.
Right.
I just have
I
to
hear
think they're
you.
always going to be there for me when I want to go back.
Right.
We watched like the first 2 seasons and then partway into the third, and I like it. I think I lost steam a little bit in the 3rd season.
Yeah.
But
well, the last of The Crown, the last episode, like the last scene of the last episode. Well, maybe it's not the last scene, but there's this particular scene between Helena Bonham Carter and Olivia, and I cried my eyes out because I love sisters, and it was amazing. And the acting is so good, but it is a very sedated, like there's a lot of stuff going on, but it's all very like chill. So if you're not like into it, it's really easy to stop paying attention, and then you're like, oh, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But this one's gonna have the Diana stuff in it this season, so it should be good.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah. The photos for it, like they like recreated like some of the covers of like, is it Time maybe that Diana wasn't on the cover of, and
Wow.
the actress who I don't even know the name of the actress, but the picture I was like, holy shit, that person looks so.
Wow.
That was my time. I'm too young, but I know about it.
Yeah. I don't remember it either, so I'm older than you.
I mean, I remember like when she died.
I think I think I remember the Beanie Baby. That's what I remember. I remember the Beanie Baby for some reason.
That's so funny.
Well, I mean, it was the height of Beanie Babies. So
yeah. Am I older than you guys though? Maybe I don't know.
I'm 27. I'm kind of.
Oh, so yeah. Okay, I'm almost 34. So that explains it.
You're my husband's age. Okay, yeah. Okay. So that's why I'm like, I remember some, but not all.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, so that's probably why I remember her death. But that's
and I mean, I was so little, like it was that thing of like, if I was 2 years older, I would remember probably a lot more.
Right.
Hi, Tamika.
Hey. Yeah, I'm super curious. I ended up really liking The Craft, and I did not have high expectations for it, honestly. But so I'm really curious to see what they do with the remake. Like it's one of those like ones that I'm like, this is such a movie I would like because it's thematically really rich. Which, yeah.
I don't know if it's out yet, so maybe that's why I don't know. But have you guys watched Witches yet with Anne Hathaway?
It's out. It just dropped. I want to watch it.
Scary stuff, or like really.
That movie terrified me, though.
Yeah.
But also like all the issues with that author.
Oh, okay. I don't know anything. I didn't know it was a book.
He's like super notoriously like anti-Semitic. So apparently that book especially has a lot of it. I mean, when I was a child,
never read that one.
These things. So
I think they must have updated that though, because I just saw a review from Beyond the Trailer of it. That's why I know about it. And number one, it was almost too scary for me. I don't like scary things. And she's like, if you watch it with your kids, like maybe watch it ahead of time. But that they had like race bent a lot of characters to like update things and stuff. So in a positive way. But in a positive
I'm curious about that part of it. But I'm a scaredy cat. So
me too. So when he's telling me what happens, I'm like, nope. So,
I don't know. Like the previews didn't look that interesting to me. Hi.
Her like pulling off her wig and transforming terrifies me, even as an adult.
I'm just
that's why I'm like, maybe not.
I'm like,
yep, and like the mouth opening, I'm like, ah.
Yeah.
I'm much less freaked out by stuff now. I used to be so scared of like I think actually all the movies that I watched for this vlog as like a teenager, I would have been terrified of them. But yeah,
I'm just super scaredy cat.
Yeah, I don't like slasher stuff, and I still don't like. I don't like possession things like that in books or movies.
You were raised like super religious fundamentalist, kind of, right? Okay,
yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I'm now I still consider myself a Christian, although people I grew up with, some of them probably would say I'm not. That's kind of like where we're at. So.
Well, I just like everyone I know that was like raised super like Catholic or fundamentalist, like sort of Christianity, like hates possession stuff and like anything mentioning like Satan, like all that. It's really, I'm always like, huh? And then I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Never mind. I remember why.
Yeah. No, it's
I was
like
when so
okay, fair. Yeah, when you're raised that like that's a real thing, and it's
I get it. It makes sense.
My thought is, I'm like, to me it freaks you out because I believe that it exists. So that's why
I do too.
I want to watch it because I have seen someone who's possessed before. Yeah. And it's freaky. Like I just that's mostly why I don't is I'm like, I don't want to invite that into my house. I'm just gonna also it's like I would, I can
I hear you.
You want, but there's something about visually seeing that actually scares me more than like reading stuff does. But
I hear you. I think like for me it's a combination. Like I do think it exists, although now I probably think that more often it's mental health things than I would have thought when I was growing up. But I think the other thing for reading it that I don't like is like I think depending on how it's done, like things that are extreme with like anything controlling you like freaks me out, honestly. Like, like the loss of like control of your body, like that. I think that's kind of freaky too.
I'm definitely in the I can
Rachel, they do
more of it than I can watch it. Because watching it puts the images in my head completely. And that's not my party.
Yep. Oh, interesting. They updated the witches. Well, it's good. Interesting. Yeah, I never read that one. But
I don't know if I read it or not. I read a lot of his books as a kid, though.
I read a few of them. I know I did. We had like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and James and the Giant Peach. I know I read those. And I think I read Matilda.
I read Matilda.
That's it. Yeah. But I
know I read the BFG. That was a favorite.
I never read that. Yeah, I never read that one.
I liked that one.
Yeah, Laura, I don't like the control thing either. I mean, you know what? This is also actually probably part of why I do not like BDSM with like submissive female characters. Like the control thing. Like I don't like the control thing. It freaks me out. Anything like that. I
get that though. I do. Yeah. I 100% would. Yeah. I mean, those are books I'd never be like, Bethany, because I already know. I'm like, you wouldn't like this.
No.
When you said you were watching my Skeleton King vlog, I was like, oh yeah, you would never touch this book with 5 foot.
No. I'll just listen to you talk
I was bullied into it by Jen and Tamika.
I did not bully you. I said don't read it. That's Tamika. Tamika wants you to suffer with her. I've told everyone not to read it, and for some reason, people are like, "Oh, Jen made me read it." I was like, "I actually told you no, because no one needs to read the P going into that. No one needs to read it.
Doughy. Nobody needs to hear that.
No,
the worst.
The vivisection, Cressley Cole can make vivisection work. But that book did not make it work.
yeah. Somehow that worked for Cressley Cole. And I was like, this is not, nope.
Yeah.
Not it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Annabelle.
I don't like dolls and stuff.
No, that's creepy, too. I don't like that either.
Nope.
You know what? When I was a kid, I was scared of Furbies. Like, those things freak me out still. I think they're creepy.
They would turn on like sometimes.
Yeah, it's creepy.
That's what my brother's Teddy Ruxpin did. It would just turn on.
Oh, yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah,
Shay, I appreciate that. I know, like, and I am now fine with the fact that other people like it. I have like, that's fine. I just not. I can do milder versions if the female is dominant. If it's like I can do a mild version of it in that case. But yeah. It's just.
I mean, I stayed away from it for like a really long time. Until I read one on accident and was like, wow, I like this. But
so like I've tried a couple things and ended up like either hating it or DNFing it. Like, so I've tried a couple things because I'm like, well, let me push myself out of my comfort zone. I'm like, no, I don't like this. So.
I mean, there's a reason.
There's a reason to not like some stuff sometimes,
Yeah.
If it's not, then it's really not. So. Just
not
like
everything is for every person, which is fine.
Exactly. Oh my word. only people knew that.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I'm
such a
deeply
personal
offended
thing.
you hated a book I loved.
Right.
Right. Shit about it.
For me is I'm like, just don't tell me I can't read it and we're fine.
Right.
Like I never
Right.
make you read it.
Yeah.
But don't tell me I can't read it. That's just my thing. Like,
Shay, I remember this. I remember when you reviewed one and you were like, this is great. I think I remember when this happened, but yeah.
It's hard. I mean, that's where I came into more romance, was through that genre. So I love it.
Interesting.
But I do think, so it was because I started reading more romance. I read Paranormal and then 50 Shades hit. So you could find so much that was much better done. And I have friends in the community. So I'm always like, this is not well done. And then I'll tell them about it. They're like, what the fuck? They're like, no. And then I'll find the good ones. They're like, yes, thank you. These are what we want. But
I still struggle with, so I just I'm reading this series by Haley Feynman, and there's a couple where it actually is like, it's still BDSM, but it's a slave master dynamic. And that one I just am like, I would need a break from this. Like, how do you do this as a 24/7 dynamic? I don't
love 24/7 dynamic.
No. But I just read
the series.
Right. I'm reading this by Tara Sumi that they go back and forth, like this couple, like they do it 24/7. They're like, no, we don't want to do that. And then so I liked that because they acknowledge and the communicate. That's the whole thing. If I read one where we're talking about why we're doing stuff, I'm good. If it's just like, oh no, we're doing this, I'm like, I don't feel safe for you guys. So please stop doing it that way because we're not
and usually anyone that in real life is in like a 24/7 like that would be like have had like a huge this huge back history of a relationship. Right. It would never be like, oh, we just met a month ago.
Right. And even a
do this really dangerous thing together.
And even a 24/7 usually just means that there's a possibility of a scene at any time. It doesn't mean you are like actively 20. And that's the thing where like you read a book about that and I'm like, I don't think the person writing this book actually lived it because you don't actually live that every second, even when it's 24/7. That just means. But anyway, okay. We sidetracked. Apologies.
Random BDSM rants.
I love talking about it. So
look, I said it in my least favorite tropes this today that I was dirty and I like dirty books. So I feel like me coming in through BDSM makes
I mean, girl, I talk about it all the time as it is. So
I said to Tamika, I was like, so I said this in the video. I really don't have a filter. I don't. I can't claim any kind of filter anymore, y'all.
That's all right.
Nope.
That's so funny. Yeah. No, I'll push myself a little out of my comfort zone sometimes and see how it goes. And I'm like,
you might like Brill Harper. She does menages with very, very, very light kink. Like maybe restraining, which I don't really even consider kinky to be honest, but like very light.
But might be for some people.
Might be too much.
I'm also finding like even the menage thing, like I really have to be sold on the relationship development aspect of that.
Yeah.
And I feel like often when I've read that, I'm like, I don't buy this. Like somebody is like not necessarily as consenting as everyone wants them to be. I don't know. Like I've read stuff where I'm like, I don't know.
You might like really. She does have alphas though, but they're called alpha mellows because they're like softy alphas, which is like my favorite kind of alpha. Where like they're kind of an alpha, but they're also like beta, still cinnamon rolly-ness. They got that weird mix.
Yeah,
maybe more human like.
Yeah, I can deal with that if the female character is not a pushover. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm very like particular, I think, about romance because
you are. It's totally valid though. Yeah, it's a genre that is a very deep well. Honestly,
and that's the thing is like I discover people like I love Courtney Milan. I have been reading so many of her books in the last couple months, and I love her. I'm like, this is exactly what I want. like, yeah. Aliens. Okay, well, you know, why not?
Alien. Oh Lord, I read a couple alien. Like I can't click with the aliens. I've tried the sea creatures. I've tried the aliens, and
I love my Ruby Dixons. They're the perfect weird escape once you get past like book 1.
I don't mean like I like Ruby Dixon actually. I mean like the ones who tried to the odd shaped bodies. Let me go with that. Because the blue people, they're still mostly like
they're just 7 feet tall. It's fine.
Like the crack.
You're tall, Jen. You're like, that's great.
Right. And
I'm like, this is awful.
You know, ribbed for her pleasure. Great. But like the Kraken and stuff, and I'm like,
Krakens yet.
I can't. I tried the Krakens, and I'm like, no.
I haven't done the Krakens. I've read Dragon Shifters.
And the other kinds of aliens. The aliens that don't have normal anatomy. Like if I want to read, like that's why I like normal.
I like Strange Love, though. That has different anatomy.
You know, I don't like, with, again, me being weird about stuff. So like I read one, and I don't know if this is generally an issue. I haven't seen it and everything, but like I read one shifter romance where like some of the steamier scenes felt more like tied to that animalistic part of it, and I was like, or like scenes where people are shifted, and I'm like,
I've never read where they're shifted.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's okay.
I've read. The closest it's been is like in Cressley Coles when they're like, because their wolf, the Lycae's wolf form is like non-corporeal kind of, so
yeah,
they're still human. They're like that. But yeah, no, I don't, because then it feels like bestiality, and I'm like, stay away. Like,
I don't. None of the ones I've read have them shifted in any capacity.
Yeah.
But they definitely have like the characteristics of whatever that animal is. I
right.
feel like,
I mean, that I'm fine with as long as they don't take it too far. But I feel like sometimes it pushes it farther into the like animal part of it. I'm like, no.
Yeah. No. Unless it's like Nailani Singh, when they're both the same shifter animal and they're either both one or both the other. Like not when
right.
That's
although even then, like I'm okay with that, like being told that it happens. I just don't want to know any detail about it.
Right.
Like, yeah, I'm okay I don't with
really
that existing. Like,
yeah, I don't want the detailed bits of that. No.
Yeah,
I have very few lines, but those are the ones. Those are the ones that are the big black marker. Like this is line. This is.
Yep.
But
that's funny.
Maybe in Taboo Book Club, Izzy, I'll have to do. Tamika and I'll have to do. Oh, I don't even want to.
No, you're not doing it. No, I'm telling you now. No.
We have so much shit for incest. We won't do.
Don't know.
I'll get fired from YouTube.
No, it's not worth it.
I don't want to do it. We discussed like, what things we like wouldn't do, and after we both Skeleton King,
this video is so going to be demonetized.
You'd be surprised, Bethany. You'd be surprised. I get away with so much stuff.
I'm gonna say I don't know, because Jen gets away with a lot of stuff.
I just don't mark anything, and like unless someone puts it up, which your viewers probably won't, unless someone flags it, they don't go over it manually. I've only had 2 videos, and one of them was because I had 365 in my title, so they put it on. And then the other one was I had said like sexy something in the title, and so they put it as. And then I changed it to dirty instead of sexy, and then it was good. So I just don't make a big deal about it, and they let go.
Wow.
So
all the tricks.
You're not marked as for kids.
No flags where I said incest repeatedly.
Wow.
Just saying.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's do another round. And then at some point I'll probably take a break to like have lunch. Well, not a break, but like
I have to bounce from I have to get back to my actual job. But I've had so much fun. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, no, thanks for coming. This was fun.
Sorry to come.
I've got like one more round in me, and then I'll be done.
Same. Yeah, I think like one more round is about what I'm feeling. Okay.
Well, you guys have fun. Thanks for having me.
Bye, Jen.
Bye. That's funny.
I know. Hey, Jen doesn't get demonetized for anything. You're good.
That is wild. Okay, so guys, we're going to sprint till 12:05, and then we can chat for a couple minutes, and then everyone go eat lunch and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.
I'll be getting ready to film then. So
Nice.
After I eat, I gotta eat first. I know myself. If I don't, I'll be like, crap, I didn't eat.
Yeah. All right. Go.
All right.
Okay, I think that's time. Cool.
That went fast.
Yeah, I did go fast. That went really fast.
It's like, wait, what? We're done already? Cool.
Yeah, I know. That was really quick.
What did you do?
So I finished editing the vlog and started working on my thumbnail. So just almost done with the thumbnail. So that'll go up Saturday, and then yeah. How about you?
I made my thumbnail for Thursday's video. I was like, wait, what day is it? For Thursday's video, I got that uploaded, and I've just got to go add SEO later, but that's easy. That's like the quick part.
Yeah.
And then I made some Instagram story thing to put up for today's video before I forget, because I'm so bad at Instagram. I literally I just forget it exists. People tag me and then I'm like, oh, I should look at that sometimes.
Yeah, it's fine. Cool. So what did everybody else do? Feel free to drop in the comments what you guys got done. Nice. Shay got hair and makeup done. Cool. Love it. Oh, good. I'm glad she felt it was more productive. Yeah, I feel like this was fun and I got a decent amount done. So
sometimes it helps to be like, all right, I need people. Let's sit and do something.
Yeah. Let's just sit and get some stuff done. So yeah. Anyone else? What'd you do? What'd you do for the rest of the day? Yeah, I try to post to my stories.
You're very good about it though, because you do your nightly updates on what you read. Which I might steal and start doing that in the new year, honestly.
Yeah, go for it. It's useful. I like it. It makes it easier for me to film videos and write reviews later because it gets my thoughts out.
Yeah,
makes sense. It's useful. Yay! Read a little bit, planned out writing. Awesome. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad that set you up. Yeah, thought we'd do something in the morning instead of at night since kids aren't here for a couple more hours. So awesome. Well, thanks for joining me. This was fun. Yeah.
So I was going to be here to focus either way. I was like, oh, cool. I have something to make me focus.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, that was kind of what I figured. I was like, I don't know. Sometimes too, it can be more where a lot of my social stuff comes from.
100%. There's a reason I'm at every read-in I can attend. If somebody's doing reading sprints and I could be there, I'm there because I'm like, I'm not going anywhere.
Why not? Yeah. No, it's fun. I'm I think I'm going to do more of these because people seem to enjoy them, and it's an easy way to do more interactive content.
Definitely. And it's an easy, the sprints, it's an easy live, I feel like.
Yes.
We don't have to read a book for it. It's a road.
No. Yeah. Awesome. Good luck with your errands.
Let's have fun.
Thanks for stopping by. Well, thank you everybody for joining. We'll go now and have a great rest of your day. Thanks for joining in. Yeah.
It's Tuesday. I was like, wait.
Yeah, it is Tuesday.